Progressive congressional employees withdraw controversial letter requesting shorter work week. The withdrawal comes after the letter drew heavy bipartisan backlash, with Republicans accusing the staffers of wanting to work fewer hours than a full-time job for the same pay, and Democrats questioning the timing of the proposal. Like, this is just, they had the audacity to come out their mouth and say we want to work only 32 hours but want to continue to get paid for 40 hours. these these tell you how much these people that work for the federal government are so entitled, so lazy. That's why a lot of them don't want to go back, don't want to commute to to work any longer. These people become so lazy, so entitled, and they live in their bubble so much. This is why they didn't understand the plight of the average American person that's suffering under their bureaucracy. They will never understand that. So we're gonna talk about it. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's get into this news. Now, this comes from Just the News, and they report that the Congressional Progressive Staff Association on Friday withdrew its controversial letter that asked Congress to consider approving a shorter alternating work week during periods that Congress is not in session. The initial letter, which was sent to congressional leadership on Thursday, advocated for a 32-hour work week for Capitol Hill staffers when members of Congress were in their home districts, and 32-hour work weeks for district office employees when Congress was in session. So, so either way, they want a 32-hour work week. The withdrawal comes after the letter drew heavy bipartisan backlash, with Republicans accusing the staffers of wanting to work fewer hours. Of course, that's what it was. Than a full-time job for the same pay, and Democrats questioning the timing of the proposal. The association said it was withdrawing its letter because it failed to clarify that progressive staff members were devoted to serving Americans regardless of hours, and that there were other, quote, well-known, long-standing workplace issues that deserve Congress' immediate attention, according to Politico. No, they pulled the letter because it was so much backlash from both sides. People basically called them out for what they really are, which is just disgruntled, lazy employees. They got really good. Everybody knows federal jobs are some of the best jobs you can get because you can never be fired. It's like impossible to be fired from a federal job, and you get all these days off because of the holidays and all these other things they do, and again, and they want to work even less than that. Like, it's crazy. But, quote, the Congressional Progressive Staff Association hereby withdraws its recent letter to congressional leadership on a rotating 32-hour work week, the association said in a statement. There are myriad ways Congress can address these issues. Right now, a 32 work week for staff will not be one of them. It's so funny how quickly they backtrack. The letter was not the first time that Capitol Hill has toyed with the idea of a shorter work week. Vermont independent senator, of course, commie socialist Bernie Sanders last year introduced legislation to standardize a 32-hour work week without a cut in pay. Who would pay for that? Who would pay for that, right? But the staffers also said in an initial letter that they were hoping that if the change was approved, then it would serve as a model for companies across the country in the future. I don't think that's going to happen. It's crazy. These people feel entitled. They want to they want to keep the pay, work less. Government is already ridiculous with everything they put on the American people, taking our tax dollars and giving them away to other countries that don't deserve it and stuff like that, while people here suffer. Screw them. Screw their 32-hour work week. I'm glad people on both sides, rightfully so, said, hell no, this ain't going to happen. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.